Hi everyone, my name is Nysa Pierre and I am a software developer at Obtronics Limited. I will be taking over from Keegan and Ziko at the Tech Talk Tuesdays. With me today is Phil from P1 Marketing. And Phil, thank you so much for joining us. Can you start off by telling us a little bit about P1 Marketing and how technology has helped or evolved in the marketing world over the years?
Sure, very interesting question. Thank you very much for having me here today, Nysa. It is a pleasure and a privilege to be having this conversation with you. Well, as you mentioned, my name is Phil. I'm the Managing Director and owner of P1 Marketing. We are a digital marketing agency, and we spend our time helping people with their online visibility and helping their marketing and organizational goals.
Okay.
You asked about tech. I think tech in marketing is the most, tech in the market space is in the marketing space, is the most, how should I say, impactful industry. I think apart from tech as an industry itself, there's nothing that happens in the technology space that doesn't immediately impact marketing. And that's one of the reasons why I started P1, is because you recognize the shift from traditional to digital and the advantages digital offers over traditional.
Okay, very interesting. So when you first started in digital marketing, could you let me know about maybe some of the challenges that you faced and probably how tech helped you overcome some of these challenges?
So I was blessed to start the company pre-COVID, just before COVID. Socially, one of the challenges we were experiencing is trying to convince people that digital communication is the way to go. That was the social challenge.
Yeah.
The physical challenge was as tech has improved, the platforms got easier to use and it was easier to communicate with the audiences by learning about them, and as it grew, more knowledge about the subject itself, digital marketing became available. For example, right around the time I started, the first master's degree in digital marketing became available by an accredited school.
Okay.
So, I mean, there's been doctorates in IT and IT-related fields and software development for generations, and my industry is only now getting accredited and recognized in that field.
Okay, yeah, all right. So did COVID have any impact on the digital marketing scene at all?
Crazy. I mean, in St. Lucia, we are backwards, and that's how I think of it. Technology-wise, we are backwards at least 10 years. And you can disagree with me if you want you're in the tech space. But COVID really accelerated a lot of the things that we did not realize were possible. So, for example, like you saw, all these organizations who previously felt like online marketing or marketing on Google or Facebook or using digital means is not as important. Immediately when you're shut down, you realize that is the only way that you have to communicate. And you found everybody making the shift from traditional to digital, using their social to let them know essential services is open, what roads are closed, what are requirements for vaccinations and for maybe passing along this road and all these things. So the digital really helped.
Okay, so you did mention social media, and I think social media is something that is just constantly evolving, and it can really be hard to keep up with the latest trends. So how do you stay updated with the changes, and well, what role does technology play in managing the multiple social media campaigns that you have?
So two-part question, I'll try to answer both. Very interesting as well. I think maybe if I could start with the last one first. As the technology has developed, the customer management platforms, the back end of websites, as you would know, the CMSs have developed and they become a little easier. When I started web development all those years ago, we'd use an app called Dreamweaver, right? And with Dreamweaver, it was all code, it was all wording, right? And then eventually now you could literally drag and drop to make a website. I mean, that's not all, it takes a lot more. But, you know, for somebody looking for something simple. So just that really helped with the delivery of the work that we do. these back-end platforms working as well. Although I still have my fights with Meta Business Suite. I still have my fights with it. It's not as intuitive as it should be, but it works. The first question as to social media and how I keep abreast with it. I've always been into technology, all forms of it. Like I mentioned, I sometimes do web development as well and other related fields. So IT being so entrenched in me, it's just natural for me to be keeping abreast with whatever is the latest thing. So Nysa, like if you look at my YouTube feed, it's all Linus Tech Tips and latest coding in this and MKBHD that and so forth. So it's just in me, and me being at work with it, literally you see the changes from day to day.
Yeah, I got you. And so the YouTube algorithm is getting you.
Oh yeah, if you go on my YouTube, my YouTube algorithm tells me how.
Oh gosh, okay. And so do you think platforms like Facebook, Instagram, and TikTok, do you think that they're oversaturated with content?
Yeah, I think that with the rapid pace that AI is moving as well, it is going to continue to get worse. It's not going to be better. For example, I just watched Mark Zuckerberg release or say that he will be releasing an AI content generator on Instagram 2025, which means that whatever content a creator makes, it can be a video creator makes, a videographer, it can be augmented using AI. So you could change the background to something moving using AI.
Okay.
What you go in and imagine is going to happen with content with a future like that? You no longer have to shoot something, right? 5 years ago, if we wanted a drone shot in 4K of the Peters, we'd have to buy a drone, go down to the Peters, shoot it, and then edit it. But now you can literally type a prompt and say, drone footage, Peters, St. Lucia, 4K, blah, blah, blah. And you get that.
Yeah.
So that's only going to mean content is going to be put out faster. And the fight for people's attention is only going to continue to get more aggressive, although I can't imagine it being more aggressive, but it'll continue to go down in that path.
Yeah, I recently actually saw an advertisement for a dental office in St. Lucia, and I could immediately see that it was artificially generated. It was actually really interesting because I think people who don't have the eye may not have realized, but I could have seen that, this lady, she's not a human, she's artificially generated. So how do you think that might impact P1 marketing?
I see AI and tech, me being a tech enthusiast, and while not being ignorant of the danger that AI content could pose, as a creator myself, I see it as a tool to augment our work and enhance our workflows. For example, we use Photoshop and Lightroom and all these other apps for content creation, and you can, if something doesn't look right, you can use AI to fix it to your liking. So it's made our work a lot quicker and faster and easier to get out. But I'm always cognizant that, if left unchecked, if this thing is not properly put in a box, it can train itself to, not work in our favor.
Got you. And so do you think that AI will replace human creativity in marketing, but also in general?
Not entirely, but it will make up for some portion of it. I see it doing two things at once. It will help further those who are not able to communicate an idea visually. It can help you with that. For example, if you're doing a paper, for example, or if you're doing a project or something, you go to whatever AI you're using and you give it the base idea and you ask it to elaborate. It can do so and help you be creative. So that's how I see it can help. But in terms of replacing, for those who are not able to communicate the message clearly, I think AI can help them bring it out, and I guess that's considered replacement to an extent. Enhancement. I can see it replacing. Not all of it, because it's trained on human creativity. So you can't replace the source. But you can replace a portion of it. I believe so.
Okay, I understand. And let's see. So looking ahead, How do you see technology and, well, artificial intelligence is in that as well, continuing to impact the future of marketing?
It will only get better, I believe. Marketing will change again, as it always does. We had the shift from traditional means to digital. Perhaps the next version of it would be artificial intelligence and mixing up with augmented reality and virtual reality. I see that as the next step for marketing. It won't necessarily be on the screens anymore. It may be on our wearables, our smartwatches, our eyewear, where we can imagine a future where, say, a clothing store. You no longer necessarily need to go to the clothing store to try on the outfits. You can put on the clothes in augmented reality, put the clothes on you, try that out instead of, just trying to see it off a screen. You can check to see if a car part fits, maybe hold it in a 3D way. I mean, for those of us who've seen Avengers and how Tony Stark goes in the thing, and he's not actually touching something, but he's moving it around. I believe that's the next step, and as a marketing agency, you always have to be looking forward to what's coming. If you're looking towards what is ahead, you're already too late.
Got you. So are there any trends that you are especially excited about?
This AI content thing is very interesting. AI content is very interesting in that, like you rightfully said, if you don't have that discerning eye, you won't be able to tell. So I think part of my job is to educate people so that they can see what it is, because I know elections is right around the corner for the US and other countries, us coming soon. It would be dangerous if you have fake content, fake AI content, fake speeches that a politician, a president and or prime minister would have said. That's very dangerous.
For sure.
And can convince people of things that may not necessarily be true, doing a politician's job for them. But I mean, that's completely separate and apart.
Yes, okay. And let's see. So Phil, what's next for P1 Marketing? Are there any new technologies that you're planning to incorporate into your services?
I would like to not divulge the full extent of that information. However, I think definitely, we are continuing to look into expanding our service base. We do have some things that we want to work with Obtronics on, because we recognize your value in the tech space and how you are fostering important shifts in tech. And personally, I mean, the organization is aligned with my personal beliefs first and foremost. So as an advocate of tech, I want to see that shift happen, and I want more of the services that we offer, more of the relationships we have with our clients, more of what we do be integrated and ingrained in tech to make not just only to increase our service and value level to our clients, but to make the work more efficient on our end, because as a business, we're always looking to make things more efficient and effective.
Yes, and I think at Obtronics, one of our main goals is to innovate and to make the Caribbean a space where innovation and creativity is always welcome, we're always open to new ideas and to new businesses and to new partnerships. So definitely. And so thank you so much, Phil, for being a part of Tech Talk Tuesdays. It was great hearing from you about P1 Marketing, and we hope to work together very soon.
Thank you very much for that, Nysa. It was insightful and happy to help in any way I can.